Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video we're talking about Mario Kart, PlayStation 2, Nintendo Switch, and Retroarch. Let's get started. Alright, we'll kick things off here talking about something that was arguably a little bit unexpected, or really unexpected. Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS just got an official update from Nintendo after the game came out about 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. If you are curious about the patch notes, or lack thereof, because Nintendo loves to be vague, I'll leave a link to Nintendo Life's website in the description below, and feel free to check it out. As per version 1.2, which just released, several issues have been addressed to improve the gameplay experience. This to me makes no sense whatsoever. Now unfortunately this update did break popular mod CTGP, which stands for Subscribe to Mr. Sujano, or it stands for Custom Tracks Grand Prix depending on how you want to interpret that. However, it was just a short break. I'm not even joking here, the CTGP developers didn't even really have to work that hard. They had this mod back up and running within about an hour or so, give or take. The update only broke about 4 of 350 patches. If you are curious about CTGP, it's free, it's open source, and I'll leave a link to the GitHub in the description below. Feel free to check it out. And still talking about Nintendo, next up we're talking about Switch emulation on Android with Skyline. And Skyline Edge version 19, the paid testing build of Skyline, well, this one has a few games up and running that you might be surprised about. Mario Tennis is up and running at close to 30 frames per second and looking great. Link's Awakening is up and running at just over 20 frames per second and looking a lot better. And Pokemon Legends Arceus is booting and in-game running at just over 10 frames per second. Moving on, and we're still talking about Switch emulation, but switching over to PC and talking about Yuzu. And Yuzu just got a brand new update as well. Mainline build 1268 cleans up Super Mario Odyssey using Linux Vulkan drivers when you have automatic and isotropic filtering and one-time scaling options selected. And Super Mario Sunshine was also fixed up a bit using the exact same options. And not to be outdone, Ryujinx, the other Switch emulator on PC, also got a number of different updates. As of version 1.1.462, which isn't even the latest version, it allows LAN mode to function in Saints Row the 3rd and also Saints Row 4. And Just Die Already now goes in game. Next up, we're talking about N64 emulation on PC with Simple64. If you like to use ROM hacks, you might want to update to this latest version. MD5 is now appended to the new save files to prevent issues with ROM hacks overwriting OG game saves. This is a really nice quality of life update. Next up, we're talking about Prey, and someone has it up and running on Android. If you are curious about it, I'll drop a link to this YouTube video in the description below, and feel free to check it out. And before you ask, yes, there's a GitHub page for it as well, and I'll drop a link to this in the description below, and feel free to check that out too. But moving on, and we're talking about PS2 emulation on Android with Aether SX2. All hail the blue cube. Aether SX2 just got a brand new update, not the Google Play Store version, but the experimental testing build where some stuff might be broken, but at the same time here, if you're looking for a little bit of extra performance and you're experiencing issues with the Google Play Store version, well, then check it out. Head to aethersx2.com, click on Downloads, scroll down to where you see Closed Testing Alpha, click on the link, click on the folder, and you'll see it right here at the top. Version 3458. I'll just drop a link to this page in the description below, so feel free to check that out. And for those wondering, here is the massive changelog. We've gone over some of this stuff in the past, like minor performance improvements to EEVU and IOP recompilers. And now we've also got improvements that help out games like Burnout 3 and Dark Cloud. Now for most people, I recommend sticking with the Google Play Store version of Aether SX2. I mean, it's been tested and it's considered stable, and it gets updated quite frequently. But if you wanted to be on the cutting edge of things and possibly encounter some bugs, check out the development build. And last up here, we're talking about Retroarch. We talked about this update yesterday, but now it's been officially released. Retroarch 1.14.0 has dropped, and it is available right on Retroarch's website. But anyways, that is all I've got for you in this one. Straight to the point, all stuff and no fluff. We talked about a bunch today. Let me know your thoughts about absolutely any of it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Don't tempt fate, save your state.